They think 1/3 of them may have died just this year, almost 800. 734 reported last month, so who knows what this month will be.
An algae crisis threatening our treasure coast.
A cycle of despair and disgust amidst promises made and broken.
Billions of gallons of water are rushing from Lake Okeechobee to our coastline.
How much pollution is too much? How much danger is too much? How much before this will stop?
The manatees swimming in our waterways are now dying at an alarming rate.
The manatees are starving to death. I mean, unbelievable. They don't have anything to eat because our water quality is so horrible, very connected to toxic algae.
The manatee deaths are tragic. The fact is they feed on seagrass, and every time that we get these discharges, these freshwater discharges out of Lake Okeechobee, it's like a wildfire underneath of the water, killing off our seagrass and eliminating the food supply for these manatees.
A lot of people seem surprised when they see these numbers in terms of the total number of manatees dying this year. You've got seagrass die-offs from all sorts of sources.
Manatees routinely navigate locks because they need to get up here into the fresh water. Well, all the freshwater lakes are all their food is being destroyed.
And it's primarily in this area, the St. Lucie estuary, is strictly the billions of gallons that we get from Lake Okeechobee that we shouldn't be getting. It's totally unnatural, and it's blowing out the estuaries, killing the seagrass, which is now killing the manatees. They're starving to death.
It's gotten so bad in many cases that there's been reports of these manatees coming up on people's lawns just to eat grass because they can't find anything to eat underneath the water.
And of course, over half of the manatees are coming up with glyphosate in their system and everything else because they're eating the plants that are being sprayed. What's left of them, there's not many plants left. So they're starving to death and they're getting poisoned.
So there shouldn't be a surprise that the sea cow, the manatee, is struggling with seagrass die-off.
The river kids, they're in their 10th year, so there's a whole new batch of river kids, and they were writing letters to the Department of the Interior asking for the manatees to be put back on the endangered species list. And the kids have a deep connection to the manatees. I have such hope with these young people because they are educated.
The solution to saving the manatee is putting grass back on the flats of sailfish flats in the estuary. If you have the ability to grow grass, the manatees come back.
Today, Congressman Brian Mast and Congresswoman Stephanie Murphy introduced new legislation to protect manatees in the Indian River Lagoon. The Marine Mammal Research and Response Act will increase federal funding available to rescue and rehabilitate sick or injured marine mammals. The bill will also increase research on how to prevent their deaths.
Discharges from Lake Okeechobee, whether they're laden with toxic algal blooms or whether they're clean but just fresh water, are terrible for our saltwater estuary. We don't need that fresh water. We get more than enough from the rains. It kills off our seagrasses and it eliminates the food supply for our manatee.
Stop the discharges, save the seagrass, save the manatees.